What up, Kang? Welcome back to another episode of Wednesday Night SmackTalk. And on this week's episode of Wednesday Night SmackTalk, we have important, huge, monstrous announcements about what the KKPL will be doing for SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. This is SummerSlam. You know? It's like, it's in the name. What do you think I was going to say the biggest party of the winter? What? Come on. Silly goose. But yes, we have big announcements coming tonight about SummerSlam. But first, I want to deal with something a little personal to me and to my brother Joe. That's right, if you don't know, Joe and I are a part of the greatest tag team in the history of the KKPL. We are the longest reigning tag team champions in the history of the KKPL. But last 2 weeks, we have been without our beautiful, wonderful tag team championships because at Extreme Rules we lost them. We lost to Zach and Brandon, the Epic Boys. Very sadly, we did lose. But I do want to explain a little something about how SummerSlam went. As you see, Mikey versus Kenshin. Everybody knew Mikey was going to win. Mikey is one of the greatest competitors in KKPL history. He is the only Hall of Famer. We knew he was going to win easily. Kenshin hasn't even won a match. It was simple. It went exactly as expected. Buffy dethroned Paul and became the brand new KKPL Predictions champion. But she did it fair and square. She did it flat out better. She just beat Paul. She got matches in which they differed on right multiple times. She utterly destroyed Paul at Extreme Rules, if I have the reins to say so. But the tag team championship match was not a simple case of Zach and Brandon just predicting better on the night. Because, if you don't know, there was one match in which we differed on. One match in which they won on. That match being MVP versus Apollo Crews for the United States Championship. And you probably heard last week, I explained a little bit about what happened. I tried to be as objective as possible in revealing the SummerSlam or Extreme Rules results. Objective as completely possible. Because I knew this week I was going to have to explain it to you. I explained a little bit, but now I'm going to explain it fully. Apollo Crews, MVP. Apollo Crews was not cleared to compete. Legitimately not cleared to compete by WWE. The man himself, Uha Nation, whatever his real name is. He could not compete. I don't know the reason, if he was injured, if he has COVID, whatever the fuck. He was legitimately, it's not part of a storyline. They were supposed to have a match on Sunday. He couldn't compete. He's been off of Raw for a month because of this. I don't know what it is yet, but I know he's not able to compete. But yet WWE still booked the match, hoping that he would be there, able to compete on Sunday or whenever they fucking recorded it. He was not. So they went with Plan B and just gave the title to MVP. And they just gave the titles to Zach and Brandon. They just gave it to him. MVP and Apollo Crews was not a match at Extreme Rules. Nothing happened. MVP came out, said he wasn't cleared to compete. I win by forfeit. I'm the new champion. And then they walked out. him and Bobby Lashley, they walked out. MVP was the new United States champion. There was nothing. Zach and Brandon did not predict better than Kang and Joe on that night. And MVP did not wrestle better than Apollo Crews on that night. I want to explain that all to you right now. The reason that we are not champions right now is because of forfeit. That is a weak win. But I accept that win. Or loss. I accept your win, Zach and Brandon. I accepted. You can have the tag team championships. But I want you to know that match that you won is not, in my mind, and I believe in a lot of the KKPL fans' minds, not legitimate. You weren't the better predictors that night. So, I want to give you a chance. I want to give both of you a chance at SummerSlam to prove to everyone watching that you are the better predictors than us. That you don't have to win by not even having a match happen. You can simply predict better than us. I want you to prove that. Honestly, I would much rather have that than to just sit here thinking we lost because a man wasn't cleared to compete. I just want to know, Zach and Brandon. I just want to know who's better. We've been the greatest tag team champions in the history of the KKPL, and you just waltzed in there, formed a tag team, and won via forfeit. I'm not standing for this. I need you to accept our challenge. Please. I am begging. I am pleading. I need to know who the better tag team is. Please. But that's that. I'm done with that. I'll wait to hear your response next week, and I hope all the audience is as well. But that's my personal news. Sorry for taking this 4 minutes of your time, but I have been going crazy for the past week and a half, wondering if I still have what it takes. So, respond, please. But that's it for us. We have to go into possibly an even bigger announcement. Even bigger than my personal tag team championship match? Yes, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is back. That's right. We are bringing back the Summer Slot Tournament for the second year in a row. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. The Summer Slot Tournament is back for SummerSlam Predictions 2020. Now, if you don't know what the Summer Slot Tournament is, why? Why do you not know? Come on, go watch it. SummerSlam Predictions, and then we have a Summer Slot Wheel Tournament the week after. Just go watch it, please. It's really good. But if you don't want to go watch it, or if you do, and you still want to know how it works right now, then I'm going to explain it a little bit. So, the way the Summer Slot Tournament happens is we have 3 matches. 2 competitors in each match, and just singles matches, 3 singles matches. People have all entered. The matches have been assigned randomly. I have all 6 competitors entered, and they go on. They predict SummerSlam against each other. The winners win, obviously, and then they get sent to the wheel spin, where on that wheel we have 3 prizes? Not really prizes. 3 things that can happen. 1, You win. You spin the wheel. It lands on Predictions Championship shot. You land on that, you get a title match against the Predictions Champion. The second prize is, you spin the wheel, you land on Tag Team Championship shot. You get a shot at the Tag Team Champions, whoever they may be, after SummerSlam. Same with the Predictions Championship. You get it at the next pay-per-view with a partner of your choosing, unless you tie in your match like last year, because I thought it to be only fair when Sebi tied with Brandon that, they tied. Sebi landed on Tag Team Championship opportunity. I thought, well, since they both kind of won and we only had Sebi win through a tiebreaker with a Discord bot, we might as well just put them in a tag team. They both get the tag team title opportunities together. They failed, but they got it. And then there's a third reward. That reward is, you spin the wheel. You land on the Can't Compete for the title spot. That means that if you land on that spot on the wheel, that you cannot compete for the Predictions Championship, the greatest gold in internet history. You can't compete for it for the remainder of the year, all the way up until January 1st, 2021. Or really, it's more like January 26th or something, 2021, because there's not going to be a pay-per-view on the 1st. It'll be like late January. But yeah. So, from August until January, 4 to 5 months, depending. Just how it works, 4.5, something like that. You cannot compete for the title at all. You can compete for the tag titles, you can have just regular singles matches, but you cannot challenge for the Predictions Championship, what we're all working towards. You just can't do it. Even if you go undefeated for the rest of the year, even if you beat every single person in the league, you cannot beat the Predictions Champion for the Predictions Championship. That is what you risk whenever you enter the SummerSlam tournament. You can get a great prize of challenging for the Predictions Championship, challenging for the Tag Team Championships, or you can get a terrible punishment, and you get these hands. You get to not compete for the title at all. And we do, like I said, have 6 competitors ready and raring to go for SummerSlam in the SummerSlam tournament. And we have our first match to announce tonight. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight on SmackTalk, our first match will be announced, followed by our second match next week, our third match 2 weeks from now, and then the next week after that, we predict. So, without further ado, let's get into the first competitor in the SummerSlam tournament.
Hello everybody, this is Mikey Carbs, your undefeated 2020 Predictions League member. So I didn't even bother sending a celebration last week because I went against a fucking cat. I was expected to win. Does a carrot get happy that it turns orange? No, it's expected. So why should I be expected to be happy? I've been looking through the roster, looking through everything in this league, and really, there's nothing that I can't beat and nothing that challenges me. So really, I have to go back. I have to go back to what my last loss was. Now, some of you might be thinking, actually, you probably don't even know what you're thinking, because it's been so long since I've lost. Well, here's the thing. I remember my last loss. And it's not against somebody that you think. It was actually against the motherfucking SummerSlam Super Slots Tournament bullshit wheel, where I couldn't go and contend for a title till the beginning of this year. Now, I've kind of changed my ways, where I don't really need the title because I'm pretty epic. But if you're considering my last loss, it wasn't against any of these losers in this league. It was against a fucking wheel. So really, my redemption, my heroic arc as a character, all leads up to my big challenge against this fucking wheel. So I guess this is me saying I'm going to be entering the Summer Slot Tournament for SummerSlam, because I need to beat this fucking wheel. Nobody gave me a bigger challenge than a fucking wheel. You guys threw people at me. You guys threw cats at me. Yeah, I don't even know what else. I don't even want to know what else is that. But the wheel is what got me. So I am entering into that tournament. So whoever I'm going against, expect to lose, because it's not even about you. It's about facing that fucking wheel. Bye.
That's right. Mikey is your first competitor in the Summer Slot Tournament. He is hoping to avenge his single greatest failure in losing to that very Summer Slot wheel. He hopes that now, after a whole year, he can come back. He can beat our next person to be announced. He can go on to that wheel spin. He can get a title opportunity instead of losing yet again. But we'll have to see if he can win, because, ladies and gentlemen, I have his opponent for SummerSlam right here. When I say right here, I don't mean like right here, like, oh, it's going to cut to a video or a promo. No, I have him right here, like a few feet away. Like, he's right there. And he's going to come and he's going to talk to you. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you the Business Man. Thank you, Kang. Thank you, Kang. Now, hello again, ladies and gentlemen of the KKPL universe. Now, last time you saw me was at SummerSlam, in which I did lose to Kang and Joe. And I did get kicked from the company. It's been a terrible, terrible year for the businessman. Now, I could go through explaining all what happened, but I just want you to know that I am a changed man. I have found my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I have found my soul. I know that selling crack is wrong now. I believe in the Lord above. I thank the Lord to give me the power to come to Kang and to apologize for all the things I've done in the past. I have begged and pleaded with him for the past week, ever since I showed up at the end of his last recording. I have begged and pleaded to give him, to let me, to give you, to me, to show you who I am. I wanted him to give me a second chance at the KKPL. And he has agreed to let me be in the, what's it called? What?
Summer slot.
Yeah, oh, the Summer Slot tournament. He's agreed to let me be in it. And he's even agreed to let me face Mikey, who I've always looked up to, ever since I was a little boy. You know, his mother once sold me crack. So, I hope that you can all see me as a changed man now. I hope that you can all see I have found the Lord Jesus Christ. I have found him. And I hope to God up above that I can win the SummerSlam tournament, and I can have a redemption, and I can win the KKPL championship. Thank you for your time. Okay?
Yeah, alright.
Well, thank you for your time, businessman. And also thank you, everyone out there, for your time. I know this is kind of a long one, but I hope you quite enjoyed what just happened. And I hope you will continue to enjoy what happens when we announce the rest of the matches for the Summer Slot tournament in the upcoming weeks, and every other thing that's happening at SummerSlam, because we're not done yet with the surprises and the announcements, baby! So tune in next week to find out what the next match will be, and see what the Epic Boys response is, and other things that are yet to come. But for now, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications so you get notified when another one of these comes out, or anything else you want to see on the channel. Also, check out the Patreon, Early Access. And we're out of here. So, businessman, he's sitting right behind me over here. He's a little timid now. You got anything to say?
Yeehaw, baby! THANKYOU. Thank you. Thank you. THANKYOU.
Thank you, Kang.